and welcome to FFTL Inspired. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Esther, and today I thought to share with you some things that I am doing to round up my year 2021 and prepare for 2022. Yes, so I believe some of these activities you guys are already doing some of them, or you guys are even doing something not similar to any of these things. So I would love to hear from you. I would love to also learn from you, and I believe other users on YouTube and across the globe are willing to learn from you. So I'd encourage that you watch this video to the end and also leave your comments down below on things that you are also doing to round off your year and prepare for 2022. So before we go ahead, I would like to also appeal to you guys to kindly subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you're enjoying this content. And without further ado, let's get into the 8 things that I am doing to round off my year. Yeah, so we start with number 1. The first thing I am doing is having some reflection. I'm doing a review of my year. By review of my year, I mean I'm looking at my goals, the goals I've written for the year. I'm seeing how far I've come on them and things I could have done better, just having some deep reflection about my goals. So I started the habit of writing annual goals some years back when I used to attend Daystar Christian Center back in Lagos. I remember Pastor would encourage us to prayerfully write our goals for the coming year, and on 31st of December every year it would pray on those goals and charge us to go into the new year believing God to accomplish those goals. And over the years this strategy has been working for me, and I decided that before I got married and even after married, I and my husband do this on a yearly basis. So we have a spreadsheet where we both write our goals. We have goals in different areas: personal, relationship, career, academic, even to our health goals, family goals. We write all of those goals and then we brainstorm over them, look at them sometime during the year, and at different points in the year we come back to look at those goals. And at the end of the year we look at all our goals as a whole to see how far we have come. So actually I don't want to dwell so much about how we do all of those goals because that's not the aim of today's video. I can share another video talking about the kind of spreadsheet we use, the contents and all of that in another video if you guys would like to see that. So just leave your comments down below. But for now I'm just trying to say what I've been doing about my goals, and I was looking at my goals and I realized that there were some goals that I didn't actually write down but I had achieved, whereas there were also some goals I wrote down that I didn't complete. I'm not mad at myself though. I'm not mad at myself, rather I'm grateful that I was able to achieve those ones that I didn't even write down. So some of those goals came about because there were some opportunities I took advantage of, and so that was me at least being proactive. There were some opportunities I saw, so rather than let them slip by, I took those opportunities and I was able to strike off those goals as some of the things I achieved for the year. And so now I'm looking at those goals that I have not achieved to see, okay, are they still relevant? What could I have done better to achieve those goals that is not working? So I can tweak those goals and see if I want to put them for my 2022 goals. So those are the things that I have been doing, and also encourage you to look at them. But if you look at your 2021 goals and you feel like you've not done so much, I just want to encourage you not to beat yourself up. The year 2021 has come with a lot of things. I believe that some of us already expected that by now the pandemic would have been over and would have gone back to our normal lives, but it's still a shocker that at this point we're still dealing with the pandemic and things are not as normal as we used to have them. So regardless, just be grateful and just look at your goals, see all the things that have come. The fact that you're alive is enough reason to thank God. So look at all of those good sides and pat yourself on the back. You're doing so well. I just look at those goals again, see if they still apply to the kind of life you want to live in 2022, and above all just put them in prayers and go ahead into 2022. Okay, so number 2 thing that I am doing is writing a progress report. So there's this fellowship I am part of. I join it's by Pastor Emisi Olabi. So I think around October or September she encouraged us to start a progress report. There are some things that God is doing in our lives right now, and if we don't have this report, we might not be able to tell. So it might also be in in terms of your character, not just in material things or possession, but it also be in your character. See how God is working in you. Write those things down. Like, it might be that before you used to flare up at every little thing, but now you realize that you are more calmer. That's a progress. Write it down. So, and if you've not been doing that, probably from October when she told us to start or something, it's not too late to do that now. At this point of the year, just look for a quiet time to sit still. If you prefer writing, you can have a paper and pen to write down, or if you prefer journaling with any journal tool that you have, just whatever works for you guys, just do that. Flip your mind back to January 2021. Examine your life as an individual. What were the things that you used to do that were wrong? All those small, minute, bad habits that you used to have. Then look at yourself now. Do you still have all of those things? Write them down. That's your progress report. And I'm sure that by the time you finish that exercise, you'll be so surprised at the growth you have achieved. You might have thought that you didn't achieve any progress, but looking at all of those things, you will be surprised the kind of progress you had. So that's one of the things I'm also currently doing, and I'm seeing a lot of difference and improvement. So it's one thing I also encourage you guys to try. So number 3 thing that I am currently doing, and it's quite related to number 1, is prayerfully writing my goals. Like I explained before, in Daystar, we were usually encouraged to prayerfully write our goals. So I've dealt with my goals for the year and trying to see where I've gone. I haven't finished with them. I'm still reviewing those goals because I need to see the ones that I still want to take into 2022 or not. But now I'm also trying to put my mind towards 2022. What are the goals I want to achieve? I started writing some of these goals, and I just keep praying, God, what is my life for 2022? What do you want me to do? What are the things that I need to start looking out for in terms of whatever you're trusting God for? Is it career, family life? Have these different sections. Like I said, in our own spreadsheet, I think we have about 7 sections. So have all these goals, have all these sections, look at them on each area. As you go about your daily activities, if they are watching movies or doing some other things, just let your mind keep going back to all those places. And I'm telling you, might begin to pick out ideas. God might be speaking to you. Choose some ideas as you go through your day. So let your mind and your consciousness be geared towards your goals for 2022. So every morning as you wake up, as you pray to God to help you write good goals. And in terms of goals that you're writing, ensure that they are smart goals. Like I said, I don't want to talk so much about writing goals because I feel like if I do that, this video is going to be more lengthy than I want it to be. That's a whole different topic on it that I can treat in another video. But for now, I just want to encourage you to create consciousness geared towards prayerfully writing your goals. So do that one after the other, and I pray that God will help you and lead you in Jesus' name. So the next point I want to mention is decluttering your space and your mind. So for me, I have had to forcefully declutter my space because I had to move. So changing location, then I had to look at my wardrobe to see some of the things that I was holding on to. Firmly knowing that I was not going to ever wear them. But there's just some clothes items that you just like, but you're never going to wear them, but you just hold on to it. That was my own story. But because I had to move and I knew that I couldn't carry all of these things, so I had to give some of those things out. So I've been forced to do that decluttering of my wardrobe. Another thing I'm doing right now is decluttering of my space, my mind actually. So I'm currently decluttering my kitchen. I've seen some plates and I'm like, okay, all these ones I'm going to trash them. So like right now, I don't even have the patience to think too much about anything. I just try to think about something like, when was the last time I used this thing? So long, that means I don't need this and I have to trash it. So I trash it, or I think of a way to donate it. Another thing I've tried to do is to declutter my mind, especially. I'm trying to okay, what were the beliefs that I had this year that did not work for me? What were the mindsets that I had this year that did not work for me? All of those things, trying to trash them. And some of the ways I've been doing this is by listening to different mind development online. Like I've been watching a lot of YouTube content talking about minimalism, mindset reorientation. I've been reading books, like there's this book I read recently that talked about how you bring consciousness. I forgot the title of the book. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. But one of the things I got about the book was bringing my consciousness so much into everything I do. You know, just living in the present rather than having your mind all over the place, being conscious. And I've seen improvements in what this being conscious has done to me. You know, there are a lot of things we take for granted that practicing consciousness will help you to appreciate. So that's one of the things I've been doing, just trying to fill my mind with, you know, things that are very helpful, that are positive, that are growth mind, you know, all of those things. So I also encourage that you, if you have not started doing that, that you also do that. So another thing I've been doing and trying to do is writing appreciation posts and appreciation lists, appreciation prayer, you know, appreciation people that I know that they've really been very helpful to me in the year 2021. I'm trying to write something and I'm hoping to share them with those people. You know, one of the things I've realized that as human beings, we tend not to appreciate people when they are alive. And you will see that when somebody dies, a lot of people now start writing, this person was like, why? Why do we always do that? Why don't we appreciate people when they are alive? And I saw this post by Pastor Kingsley recently where he talked about, you know, appreciating people when they are really alive. I think we need to speak more to that as a society. Let's not be the people that you know that this person is a good person, but because you feel that you don't want them to be feeling themselves, you will now be saying, what is it? And no, I think we should stop all of that, because let's not lie, we don't know. No, tomorrow is not guaranteed for anybody. Don't now be having that regret that I wish I had done this, I wish I had done that. You have the time now. If there's somebody in your life that you value, that you appreciate, let them know how much you value them. Let them know how you appreciate, that you appreciate them. Don't be people that say, she knows. No, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. So as much as possible, go out to let people know how you feel. If somebody has done something that you appreciate so much, show how much you appreciate that thing. If you can text, if you can, you know, whatever thing to celebrate people, let's learn to celebrate people while they are alive. So that's one of the things I am also trying to do more of. And at this point of time of the year, some of the things that I'm doing, and I realize that some people also do that this time of the year by probably sending cards, sending notes to people just to say thank you for a wonderful 2021. God bless you. Let's do more in 2022. So I believe that's one of the things you guys can also do. And to go along with that, the next thing I'm hoping to do is also get some simple gifts to appreciate my friends and families. And let me tell you, these gifts, they don't need to be so much. They're just thoughtful gifts to show that, come on, I appreciate that I have you in my life. I appreciate what you've done to me. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your concerns. I appreciate your care. You know, just simple, thoughtful gifts. Like, we have received some cards, and you know, for me, it's not just about the cards, fine, but it's just about the thoughtfulness, the fact that, oh, that means this person actually thought of me for them to send me this card. So, you know, all of those things are things that I am also hoping to do more of, and I want to encourage you guys to do more of as we look forward to year 2022. Doing all of these things also helps your mindset to be renewed. Like, there's this ease and grace that comes to your mind. You just feel happy knowing that knowing that you help people feel loved. I don't know, for me that's how I feel, knowing that I've done something nice, knowing that I've done something good to people. It gives me this nice feeling. You get, it helps me feel valuable, that, oh, I have something that somebody can use. Wow, can you imagine that I have something somebody can use? So it helps me feel very valuable. So all of these things are really very good, and I encourage you guys, if you have not started doing them, to also start doing them. So number 7 on my list right now is to give back. Yes, give back. So throughout the year, we've worked, we've made money. Maybe we've not made as much money as we expected to have made. That is not a problem, but I want to encourage us to have this art of giving back if we have not started doing so. And you can give back to your family and friends, probably give your money for them to buy chicken or something, or even beyond that, give back to people that are not able to repay you, or probably even say thank you to you directly. And you can do that by supporting volunteer organizations that are currently pushing drives, either to donate clothes to people in need or to sponsor food for them. You know, just tap into any of these programs that you can around you. If it is your 1,000 naira, $1, $2, whatever it is, never see anything as too small that you can donate. I remember recently in church where pastor shared about outreach in Africa. I think the country was in Burundi, and he mentioned the lifestyle these guys had. He mentioned how an entire clan, like a whole village, had to live on just one plantain after they had not eaten for like 2 weeks, and now the only thing they had was like one plantain. You know, I started weeping. In fact, I left the church that day crying, and I made some decisions that day to be part of that outreach. Like, it touched me. So it was not like before then I didn't know that some people were living less than $1 or something, but just knowing that there were a lot of things around me that I was complaining about, and whereas some people in some part of the world were living on one plan, like I can't even imagine. Every time I think about it, I don't know, I'm like, how? But all the same, we will thank God for the lives that we have, and we also remember those in need. As at this time of the year where we're celebrating and looking forward to all the food and all the gifts that we'll be receiving, let's also remember those that don't have. And so let's tap into those opportunities to give back. Last thing I have for you guys today is to practice more self-care. And practicing more self-care for me is different for each individual. You need to know what self-care is to you, but I would also say that you should appreciate yourself. And appreciating yourself, I would also say that you start with God. Appreciate the fact that God has held you till this time. So many people are wishing, and you know, so many people had hoped to be alive by now, but are no more. The fact that you're alive, you can breathe, you can move your body, you can know. You can decide today that you want to go somewhere and you have what you want. The fact that you even have food to eat, even if you don't have all the things that you hope to have had by now, the fact that you're alive is a good reason to thank God. So start with that, and then look inwards to yourself. Thank yourself for not giving up. It takes a lot of courage to pull through life. In life, there are lots of challenges, a lot of battles that we need to fight every day, but God keeps helping us to go through them each day. So that's why I said that you should start with God and then appreciate yourself. If you have not gotten yourself a gift, think about something you can do for yourself. If it means that you want to take yourself for a date, take yourself for a date. If you want to buy yourself a book, buy yourself a book, guys. If whatever it is that you can afford that makes you feel good about yourself. Like I said, self-care is personal. That is why it is self and care. So go ahead to do that for yourself and ensure that you love yourself the more. And as you go into 2022, I want to encourage you to hold on more tightly to God, and like I said earlier, prayerfully write your goals and let God lead your heart. I hope that you have been blessed today by this video. And like I mentioned before, I would love to hear from you guys. Are there other things that you're doing to round off the year and look forward to 2022? Kindly let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to read from you, and I'm sure that others across the globe want to read from you and learn as well. Let's go into 2022 with stronger power, a stronger mindset, and our God on our side. Thank you so much, and God bless you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.